If you drove here, you'd probably park in front of the 3-story apartment building. You might not be aware that this is one of 7 residential buildings containing a total of 31 units. They were constructed to Built Green Canada Gold standards and completed in January 2016. You might also not be aware that all the units have spectacular south-facing waterfront views of Sauk Harbor, with a backdrop of the Strait of Juan de Fuca and the Olympic Mountains beyond. A short walk away is Ed McGregor Park and the harbor vistas that can be enjoyed walking along the boardwalk, which ends only steps away from our community. Yet we are also only 3 blocks away from all the shops and other amenities that Sauk offers. Welcome to Harbourside. Our mandate is to be a community of strata-titled homes developed by the owners themselves, and it's a community in which we believe, through mutual support and cooperating with our neighbors, we can flourish here and age in place and in community for the rest of our lives. I'll show you the plan of the property. It's just here, attached to the wall of the common house. The common house was the only building on the site when we purchased the property back in 2012. There were 8 original owners who purchased it and became the core of the development company of owners who developed Harbourside Co-Housing. This building, the common house, belonged to Captain Ralph Hull, and we purchased it from him, and then he's become a member of the community himself. He built it to be a vacation rental, and it is therefore very comfortable as a common house and very high quality finishings. It supplements the other buildings that were built by Mobius Architecture and Campbell Construction in 2015. There's a 3-story apartment building here adjacent to the common house, which has 13 units. And then there are 3 fourplexes, 2 close to the harbor and 1 above that, and 3 duplexes. And each of the units in all of the accommodations has an excellent south-facing waterfront view. We wanted both the common house and the apartment building to be fully accessible for people with mobility challenges. The architect was able to do that by creating this foyer, and we only have 1 elevator, they're very expensive, to serve the whole apartment building and common house, and it works very well. Let's go inside and have a look at the main rooms in the common house. Our common house is a gathering place for community meals, meetings, small gatherings of friends, and for choir practices sometimes. During COVID-19, we're only allowing 2 people to gather in the common house at a time, and we have to connect at a safe social distance. But I'm pleased to see my friend Jean is practicing the piano. Hello, Jean.
Hi, Margaret.
Our common house has a community library created with members' donated books. They range from the current bestsellers to nonfiction works. Harbourside has 2 guest rooms like this, each with an ensuite shower or a bath. Residents can book the rooms for their guests for up to a week at a time and make a donation to the community fund. Our energy-efficient homes are compact, but we can use the common house as an extension of our living rooms, along with the community kitchen and the common deck. I've taken the elevator from the main floor of the common house down to the lower level, and I want to tell you what there is down here. We have what we call a messy kitchen. It's used for cooking crabs, making wine, making apple pies. It includes a freezer that during COVID-19 we've stocked with soups and meals for anyone who's been ill. Fortunately, so far, no one has been, so we'll be eating soup for the rest of the year. There's a social room, and in the social room, movies are shown once a week on a big screen, and everybody has their favorite chair. There's a games night, a bridge group that meets here. and lots of smaller gatherings. Then there's an office for the legal finance team. There's a co-care suite, as we call it, which is the former manager's suite, Ralph Hull's suite, that is used for anyone who has care needs. So if we ever needed a caregiver, that person could live there. It's a complete housekeeping suite. It's also very handy for family visits, and that's mainly been what our needs have been so far. Harbourside encourages and welcomes participation. It's essential to our community. But for any task that members can't or don't want to do, we hire workers, such as janitorial work, to keep our common spaces clean. These exterior corridors at Harbourside encourage community connection, so we can have conversations with our neighbors. We can also put beautiful plants out to decorate and personalize the semi-public walkways. All of our units have light and air from both sides, whether we're in the apartment building, a fourplex or a duplex, and we really appreciate that. Let's go inside. This is the largest floor plan that we have at Harbourside. There were 5 floor plans. This is an E. It's about 970 square feet and is designed to be a 2-bedroom unit. The intention was to create housing that was compact to a higher environmental standard, Built Green Canada Gold, and that was standardized. So that would keep the costs and the complexity down. But to keep us all happy, we agreed to 10 optional upgrades that people could choose from. So in this unit, we chose the additional cupboards, we chose a heat pump, we have some skylights, heated floors in the bathroom, and an upgrade from marmoleum to cork floors. From the living room, we enjoy water and mountain views to the east, to the south, and to the southwest. The views are even better from the 240 square foot deck. The dining area can become a guest bedroom when the Murphy bed is lowered and the Japanese screens are in place. Lots of storage enables a compact bedroom to meet our needs. All Harbourside bathrooms are larger than usual. That allows potential wheelchair access. And all include a full-sized washer and dryer. One of the main reasons that we picked this unit was this tiny little study. None of the other floor plans include a den or study, and it made all the difference to me. Our other community amenities include a place for people to keep their bikes. And every household has its own storage locker in a heated storage room. A team of hardworking volunteers support a tidy and efficient garbage and recycling program. 4 of these Joracan composters process our compost and enrich the soil on our property, and we have no bio-waste that needs to be carted away. Harbourside's ping pong table is a popular place for a workout, as is Harbourside's well-equipped gym with its waterfront view. Located next to the gym, the art room invites our creativity. From gates to garden beds, there are many opportunities for Harboursiders to be creative while also collaborating. Our more agile members reclaimed a steep slope to create this orchard. Yet wildlands were left wild. Harbourside owns 3/4 of an acre of green space adjacent to our original site. We protect it as habitat for flora and fauna, and it's a haven where we can reflect and relax. Our wharf head boasts a unique composting toilet. There is also a functional, light-filled workshop where members can use their own or shared tools for personal projects, like this paddle, or for a variety of community projects. Moorage is available to Harboursiders at our private docks. The gazebo on the wharf is another great spot to relax. Dungeness crab thrive in Souk Harbor, often yielding a much bigger catch than this one.
There's our prize catch. Look at that, it's a female with eggs at that size. Incredible. That's how big that guy is. Pretty amazing. And to lay eggs that young. Well, we can't eat that, so.
Four-footed friends are welcome at Harbourside, and each household is allowed to have 2 pets. Since mid-March, when social distancing began, we've been especially glad to be at Harbourside. We are able to maintain, even deepen our social connections while staying calm, staying home, and staying safe. Sometimes we use the COVID cafe space to hold our meetings. Ordinarily, though, we hold monthly community meetings inside our common house. Although Harbourside uses a strata or condominium ownership structure, everyone is on strata council, and we make decisions by consensus. The weekly drumming circle is another inclusive, participatory event that has gone outdoors during COVID-19. Usually, especially during the winters, it has been held in front of the gas fireplace in the common house. Social distancing clearly doesn't stop us from celebrating members' birthdays. We've had 2 work bees while respecting social distances, and we've gotten a lot of work done. Except for the initial construction and some recent excavation work to create this new garden in front of the apartment building, the gardens have been entirely created and maintained by a talented, hard-working bunch of volunteers on the landscape team. There is always sweeping to do at a work bee, and watering, and more sweeping. Even the recycle bins get a good sweep and a good clean out during a work bee. Work goes on in our office, too. For the legal finance team, there's always some filing to do. From Harbourside's entry to our steep slopes, it's hard to believe there was almost nothing green on site when we moved in 4 years ago. There's cedar to split for a project. Blackberries always need to be cut back. Members of our wharf team keep things shipshape. Power washing, and they repair the docks, and tidy up the new kayak rack. Every night at 7 p.m., we make noise to show our appreciation for the essential workers. Then we listen or even dance to a song played on our community PA system. We really hope you've enjoyed this virtual tour. There's never been a better time to be in co-housing. We sometimes have units become available at Harbourside, and if you'd like to join us, just sign up on our Available Homes page through our website, and you will be notified when a home becomes available for sale or rent. You can email us through the website to inquire about real on-site tours. Meanwhile, it's been a pleasure to offer you this glimpse of our life here at Harbourside. I wouldn't want to live any other way.